to start doing something tricky, really.
Livery will obviously get involved here. Two different options.
I want to start getting a bit of the 3-bet range with the small blind. That's right, Jungle Man. Out of here.
Liv making all the running here early doors, but Fabrice with a suited ace in the small blind would imagine it's ahead of the hands that Liv's going to open on the button, and he makes a very, very small 3-bet. Not sure what I think of this against a player as strong as Liv. Not like he's going to get a lot of folds.
Yeah, and you can see the difference in sizing. Obviously, Liv electing to go from 500 to 1750. Fabrice, maybe more of a small ball type player, 500 to 1325. So these are the kind of discrepancies and tendencies some of these players have.
Kind of ace high. Getting him to fold right now. It's a hand I can maybe get him up on later streets, although that turn's pretty boring.
This is the sort of card Liv was talking about.
Well, I have to bluff it because I'm at the bottom of my range, and it would make sense that I would value bet fairly small, so let's do something like that. It's pretty hard for him to call with ace high.
Liv, you can see, with a really, really strong sense of how our opponents are playing, not just trying to cannon him off on flop or turn, waiting for a card more favourable to the hands she has, more favourable to her range, and then employing a very small bet size to win a good-sized pot.
Yeah, you know, Liv, obviously a PokerStars team pro, an icon of the game, but someone who's really committed to improving and getting better. And, you know, she's constantly in dialogues with her partner Igor about it and her circle of friends and colleagues. So, you know, she's really committed herself to poker and, you know, just created a great career for herself and a lot of success. Interesting bet sizing here from Daniel Cates.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty stable texture, and he definitely has a range advantage. So he's going to bet small with range, and then probably employ a bigger bet size on the turn. But Pateychuk, you can see, obviously has improved on the turn, turning the nut flush draw. And Kate shows down the winning hand. Be interesting to see whether Andrey is indeed employing a tighter strategy, or if that was just a product of the hands he was dealt. In general, I think of him as someone that plays a lot of hands, but also might be a product of the fact he had Dan Cates on his left. Obviously, strategically, people do take into account who's acting after them. If you've got good players, tough players on your left, you tend to tighten up a little bit. If you've got players you don't think are quite as good, you can feel yourself free to play more hands. So it'll be interesting to see whether Andrey changes up his strategy a little bit coming into the second match. Obviously a great confidence boost as well, winning the first game. His first ever game at in the GPL, of course. And here Wayne and Dan with exactly the same holdings.
Let's play one hand.
I gotta tell you that four-color deck, blue ace king, looks pretty nice with the Rome Emperor's logo, doesn't it?
Mate, love the diamonds. Love blue cards.
I'm blue, I will Classic.
In the second game, I'm gonna play ace king or better. That's all. I'm gonna muck everything else. I'm saying this just in case you players are watching in 10 minutes delay. Know that if I raise, I probably will have ace king or better. So you can just know where I'm at.
He's lying, isn't he?
Fabrice unsure whether to defend here. Wow.
What the cool?
This is
What's the word you like to use?
unconventional.
No, the other one.
What?
It starts with an H and ends with a riff.
I mean, he's flopped strongest, outdrawing the pocket sevens. He has the diamonds. I mean, he's flopped Andrey.
Doesn't get
absolutely
much
dead.
better, yeah.
95% equity, the geezer's flop. There we go. Fabrice Soulier with an unconventional strategy, making a small 3-bet versus Andrey's under the gun open, taking the initiative in the hand and flopping best.
You know, something that was really great to see last match, Sam, is that, you know, we were able to actually get every single one of the players on cam at some point over the 6-max match.
It was sort of a balk, wasn't it? Like
Yeah.
they came on camera and then were eliminated, and then we replaced them and they were eliminated.
It condemned them. Light open here from Boeree.
And I think this is pretty good to have a loose strategy on Max's big
Yeah,
blow.
I agree.
I wonder if this is an adjustment. Fabrice, go on, mate. He's going for it.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, man. Fabrice is really, really good at tournament poker.
And
I've
again,
watched him a lot.
Maybe not.
I've seen him play a lot in live.
He's picked a
He's
good
going to
spot.
be tough. He's not going to be easy.
Yeah. He'll be frustrated. Obviously, if you didn't tune in last match, Fabrice Soulier was eliminated 6th for 0 points. In 5th position was Daniel Cates for 1 point. And then it was Boeree.
I think it's quite curious to play a second sit with 5 or 4 out of 5 of the same opponents and go back right into it with the different seating. The dynamics are, you know, could be similar, but also very different. So
Again, Wayne Zhang taking a leaf out of Fabrice's book with this small 3-bet with pretty junky.
seems like Daniel hasn't started as bully as the last one, but hopefully he opened like 3 or 4 high limit
Very
stakes
disciplined fold
games,
there
so
by Andrey with the gut shot.
he can focus on the rest.
When he has a spade in his hand,
And
do you
let
think he
us win
calls there a
this one.
fair frequency?
Yeah, if there's a spade on the flop, yeah. But I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see what adjustments people make when they
How to
see these
fold
strategies.
this one. No matter what.
So I was just recapping. Boeree exited 4th. 3rd was Raiden Khan, who's been replaced by Wayne Zhang. 2nd was Max Pescatori, and it was Andrey Pateychuk of the Moscow Wolverines who took down that match for 7 points. And here we could see, going to be interesting to see this hand play out. Fabrice, who has the strongest range, has flopped very, very strong draw with King 10 of hearts. But it's Dan Cates that has the top pair. Not a situation he's going to be loving, but a good turn card for him. I'd love to see Fabrice just treble off here. I honestly think this is like a pretty good spot for it. But no, he's just going to check behind, and I think that's going to be an indication to Dan that he can go for value on this river. Obviously, the gut shot came in as well. Hard to find bluffs when Fabrice has 2 hearts in his hand. Obviously, Dan's Kate's most of his bluffs are going to be, you know, flush draws themselves, which don't have a deuce 4, 5, 10, or king in them. It's not many combos of hands, and Fabrice does make the fold.
Yeah, Fabrice, you know, the slight consideration there comes from a place of all the other. You know, when Daniel Cates doesn't have an ace, he has, you know, missed hearts, and he has the nut hearts, I think. So there's just a small, like, deliberation, but I know he's going to find a fold there most often, for sure.
Yeah, and Dan Cates has every offsuit ace in his range,
exactly,
apart from, like, ace-king through ace-jack. So, it's, and these guys, are they conspired to go after Andrey? He's been 3-bet every time by a very unconventional hand.
And in a really weird position,
Yeah,
too.
and a tiny 3-bet, and he's just peeled and had to fold.
This is like Twilight Zone stuff for him right here. I mean, like,
He's like he also played so tight in the first game.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think they would be going
He
up.
opens under the 600, and the guy just goes 13-25 from the big with 9-7, and then just, like, gives him the king 4.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing.
I mean, you never know what you're going to get at the GPL. That's for damn sure.
And Andrey again forced to fold. He's going to be baffled when he sees these hands. I'm pretty sure about that.
Well, how else do you beat the stoic Wolverine Russian? Like, he has this game plan. He has these expectations of the way people are going to play, and now they're going completely rogue. They're just like, wild card, like, you know? It's great to see.
Yeah, there is some rogue play for sure.
Liv electing to limp the king 6 and also look very pretty. Liv, obviously, very strong player. Going to get appeal here from Fabrice, at least we would imagine.
You can get a couple of streets out of a queen.
Be interesting to see if Fabrice decides to peel again. Not getting a great price, but elects to call.
That's a nice river. He most likely has crappy queen. I can bet too much.
This would be a big test for Max Pescatori after telling us that he was only going to play ace-king or better. Oh, the temptation, the rage. Turns good men cruel. Wayne Zhang with pocket 8s here.
Andrey defends the 9-6 and gets a little piece of the board.
Why didn't I raise?
You already told us why.
Wayne betting this flop for value. And fortunately for him, Andrey's got a hand he has to call with, which is worse than the 8s. And real tough start for Andrey Pateychuk of the Wolverines. I mean, Andrey definitely does have more jacks than Wayne, so I understand why he's led this card. And great river for Andrey Pateychuk outdrawing Wayne Zhang. And this is going to probably check down, I imagine. And Wayne Zhang going to be very frustrated to see
Absolutely.
Andrey got there on the river. In general, that leading strategy, you tend to use it with a more of a polarized range than the 6, but in this instance, it did work out way well for Andrey against Wayne, and yeah, Wayne will be very frustrated. Where did he come in his first match last time?
Wayne Zhang got, I believe, 4th place.
Yeah,
in the first ever GPL match.
Wow,
Star-studded.
all those years ago.
All those years ago. What you gonna do, Liv? It's real pretty.
And I think that what we're seeing is that with Dan Cates folding before her, Liv feels she's got carte blanche when Jungle Man folds to really attack.
It's fairly reasonable to open that. Everyone's been quite solid so far.
Yeah, solid is
Good read from Olivia.
professional code for tight. Very solid strategies we've seen in general. Certainly in terms of peeling, people have 3-bet a fair amount.
Interesting flop.
Flop a gut shot.
Gut shot for Liv and Fabrice with the backdoor nut flush draw and the strong ace high. Interesting to see if he decides to continue here. Fair bit of kings in
The
Fabrice's
normal thing
range.
is to just give up here. 7 doesn't really help any of our ranges, though. Yeah. Let's hope he checks back. Gives us a free card. King's never going to fold if I bet again. He's not really scared of me having a 7. There's now another flush draw out there, which, you know, I could conceivably keep betting. Yeah, it's just one of those shutdown cards.
Do you think that's a bluff or more of a protection bet from Fabrice? Do you have an idea of what that is, Sam?
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, he is pretty low in his range, by the way, with Ace Jack. Like that's probably the worst hand that he gets past the flop with. So I don't mind turning it into a bluff. I think, you know, maybe I think like players that come from a live background don't tend to think in quite so binary terms about is this a bluff, is this a value hand. He's just betting there because it feels like a good option. You know that.
Well, I mean, he didn't give a free card to
you deny some equity, but also she check calls queens there and jacks, so that bet also goes in pretty badly sometimes, which is unfortunate.
But then don't you think that there's a fair bit of the time that he can still bet Liv off a potential hand like queens or jacks?
He can
just because he has a lot of kings in his range.
He can bluff spades on the river, but I don't know. You know, all he did was get her to fold 8 high.
Really interesting hand here between Daniel Cates and Andrey Pateychuk. As you can see, Pateychuk flopping bets on the flop. Daniel Cates knowing exactly where he's at, getting full value on the river. A slow start here for the Moscow Wolverine representative after that impressive performance in the first match, getting the full 7 points for Moscow.
Yeah, undeterred. He's got his ranges and he's opening the suited ace. I think that's good stuff. Andrey Pateychuk been in this position many times. Obviously, was short for a lot of the match last.
Is that min raise?
Action flops here at the Global Poker League. Liv flopping best with the queen, backdoor flush draw, and Andrey with the nut flush draw. Electing to check back. What do you think about this? This is an interesting thing that we don't always see from people.
Yeah, you need some flush draws in your check back range, so why not take the ones that can win at showdown? I assume that's what he's thought. I mean, he does have a very strong range advantage on that board versus a big blind defense, so I don't know.
Have to at least call once. Well, that's nice.
That is not nice, Olivia.
That's very nice.
No, it's not. Brutal river here for Liv. Of course, she doesn't know that her 2-pair is no good against the check back of Andrey.
I don't think there's much value in raising.
Correct. The examined by the London Royal manager.
Wow. Dodged a bullet there.
No, it still grazed you.
Yeah, worst river card imaginable for Liv.
Mhm.
Rivering 2 pair and having to pay off the bet. I'm sure she would have got away from it had it been any other spade.
Okay, I think they're gonna. I'm too quiet, so I'll see you later.
Oh, wow.
Aw,
The
Max.
producer's making a decision to axe Max
Making a move.
Pescatori. Controversial.
The people want what they want, and they want Daniel Cates.
Yeah, I mean,
It's no fault of Max.
Just call this time.
He's just not quite as eccentric, and he's a pretty eccentric guy.
and this again shows Liv's confidence. I don't think we've seen many players flatting as wide as Jack 9 suited versus button opens. Certainly from one of the
Cut off
strongest
opens,
players.
yeah. Oh,
in-
sorry, yeah. I apologize.
certainly versus one of the strongest players in the field. Really shows the confidence Liv has in her own game. Doesn't flop anything. But again, Andrey just getting a little piece of the board.
A lot of second best hands early on here for Andrey, but that is the kind of turn card he's looking for when he doesn't improve.
And you're
Now-
going to see a big old bet here from Daniel Cates on a double flushing board, I would imagine.
5K plus from
Well,
Dan.
I guess the only thing that pulls the sizing back is the fact that he's got 19K, but it's going to be, Andrey Pateychuk. Oh, wow. That shows what I know. Dan Cates checking back that hand. I guess I shouldn't predict what the great jungle man is going to do. But I would think he would go for value on this river now.
And a very quick, very correct fold from Pateychuk.
Mate, don't say we don't provide at the GPL. Liv Boeree and Jungle Man on webcam. That's pretty good going.
Not bad.
It's pretty good going. Contrasting styles to commentary, I think, from the two of them, though.
Can we
Liv-
talk about the bullets for a second here?
I mean, one of the problems is Andrey. I mean, he did 3-bet Fabrice in the first game with King Jack off versus his undergun open, so he has 3-bet. I mean, it's just a product of Fabrice's hand, unfortunately. King 6 off, one of the worst hands he's going to open on the
Alright,
button.
well, I get the fucking chip lead again. Genius.
Welcome back, Daniel. How we missed you.
What did he say in the last match? He dropped some pure lyrics. What did he say? Like, he just said some such funny things. I can't remember
That's what he does.
But yeah, it seems like these early levels really do suit someone like Dan Cates, who's so confident in post-flop play. Hasn't converted that into points thus far. Just to recap, Dan Cates has played.
No, I don't have the
Getting
most.
some serious sun in my eyes.
How do you do that?
Dan Cates has played 3 6-max matches,
I'm not taking
only
points,
secured 1
I
point
understand.
from a possible 21.
That is correct, and also almost a statistical aberration. It's not something you'd really expect, given the skill set that Daniel has.
We keep hyping him. He's going to
No, but
deliver
it's,
eventually.
I mean, he is that good. And there is another roar from the Berlin Bear himself.
Pretty. I don't really think that 5s flop. low enough
What
to-
is this? What is this, Max? Max, what is this? What the fuck is this? I'm raising. I can't think. What the fuck is this? This might be some weird trap. It's really funny if he's trapping me. Oh my god, what the fuck's going on? Great raise, jungle man. I have like stupidest hand anyone's ever had. Could have a jack.
It's interesting that.
We
that
could also have
yeah.
nothing. Like king 10 if you have a jack. Calls. What do we have? We have a backdoor draw. What the fuck?
Oh, man, always bossing it up from the beginning in these things.
So bizarre. I do look. And why not? Let's see what happens.
Go on, fire jungle man. Go on, mate. I wish we had Max on webcam as well now.
I'm gonna be tilted if he has, like... Well, I guess he doesn't have a jack. Tells he probably should call already. There's a 3, that's really something. A 3 is really something. Yeah, I don't really get what he has. I hope he sees that one. I hope he sees that one. just because.
Daniel Cates welcoming Max
No
Pescatori
greater
to the
joy
jungle.
in poker than bluffing someone with absolutely nothing. Even so, I blocked one particular hand he could have, I guess, that he might call it. I hope he folded a jack. I mean, that would be the most outrageous fold anyone's ever made. God, I have to see what he has.
See a lot
The
of this.
diamond draw, king high is often good.
The jack would be that would be really.
King
I
high
don't
is
understand what he
possibly
has.
still
Maybe he has
good.
a king 6 of diamonds or something. Seems like his likely hand.
I mean, it doesn't make any sense to bet this hand from Max Pescatori.
Nice sizing.
I mean, he's gonna bluff her off a chop, but like,
I believe you, Max.
I don't really understand that strategy there from Max. There's so many worse hands you can bet if you want to fire again. And saw Liv call with the king high there when she has the backdoor diamonds. Something you'll see a lot from these players.
Super weird sitting here,
Really,
having
win
no
more
one to
bluffs
talk
than
to.
real hands.
I don't even know how much I should be talking. I might be talking over Griffin and Sam completely right now. Ruining your jokes. Sorry, guys. I should just like make random noises every 5 seconds, just as you're about to get to the punchline, Griffin.
Stop it.
How great that Liv Boeree knows our names.
Yeah, I know, right?
Such a great feeling. So
I've actually stayed at her house before. Sick brag. I just brought out the
Griffin
big gun
manager,
there.
just dancing with the stars.
Andrey Pateychuk's kind of like the silent assassin. Just doesn't really seem to do much in the
Maybe.
early stages, but he's always there. Always just creeping along.
So good to see Wayne picking up her hands.
And definitely we could see as many as
How do you
3 or 4
fold
people
two
to a
small
flop here.
sizes like that?
Assuming Daniel doesn't like to 3-bet this hand.
I don't understand. Should I do this? Should I do this? I'm gonna do it. I am going to do it. I'm gonna put him to a test.
That was one of
Yeah,
his.
let's make it about 4. No, let's make it 38.50. We know how my friends like to fold to their small sizes.
Yeah, and you know what? I kind of like this spot. I feel like Wayne would open here a lot later than he does. He just happens
Exam
to
has begun.
run. Yeah, well, he's gonna pass this test.
Yeah.
With flying colors and 2 ladies on his arms.
Yeah, he said, I like to put people to the test. That's what I like to do.
Oh my god, he had an ace-7 in the hand. That's such a bad beat. You played it pretty decently, fuck. Oh well. I was not really expecting that. That was such a
Daniel.
test, too. It was a solid test. Solid test. No good. That was like a real bluff, actually. I played. Not like a fucking banana versus Max Pescatori.
Stack.
So Liv tightening up.
Just tighten up a bit now.
Yeah, with a shorter stack. I mean, if Andrey knew that Fabrice was opening this wide, you can actually just
Also, with the thing I
jam
said,
hands like this. But
so many innuendos.
elects to 3-bet. Fabrice, I wonder if he normally opens Queen 5 or it's a product of Max in the big blind. Pretty loose open there on the button.
A premium. A premium hand.
It's a me.
For a premium team. The London Royals, you know.
Snap fold from Andrey with the
Well,
sixes on the
ever
button.
so posh in the way we speak.
Really
Those are the
sticking to his
Royals,
strategy.
yes. Oh, you called, did you?
And his strategy did not involve folding quads
Okay.
pre-flop.
Yeah. So just in case you guys missed that, Andrey did fold sixes on the button. Would have flopped quads.
It's a bit small. So we'll get some action out of some other ace highs.
Live
Might even
perfectly
float with some weird stuff.
reading the scenario here. Doesn't want to give a free card to a hand like 9-10 or even something like Jack Queen that can, you know, improve or you know, turn a draw. Electing to bet small, keeping the lead, reflecting that it might keep a worse ace high in. Almost did, but elected to fold. Very nice hand from the London Royal general manager. An overall sweetheart, if you just ask me. Ace Jack here for Wei Zhang in the small blind against the Mass Pescatori Open. We are up to 400, 800 guys. The blind levels are, I believe, every 8 minutes. And so it is moving up rather quickly.
Wei Zhang 3-bets the ace jack off.
And do you think this is going to be a tough spot for Max Pescatori? He has a pretty good hand to 4-bet shove as a bluff. But, you know, does he really think Wei Zhang, I mean, has he seen the King 4 yet?
Some mischief.
Yeah, I think this would have been a pretty good hand to lib actually. But
What you gonna do, Jungle?
I think the way Wayne's playing, and the way Max is perceived, I would just fold. But I wouldn't blame him. Obviously, these suited aces against the strongest hands do pretty well.
Again.
Good discipline there from Pescatori. Obviously, you know, not a spot that plays to his strengths in any way, trying to shove there. Kurganov versus Danzer tomorrow, guys. If you're not familiar with those two players,
I do not want to be the first one out.
you don't know poker very well. They're unbelievable talents. The London Royals first round selection. That is tomorrow at 1:30 a.m. Pacific time, 2:30 p.m. Eastern, 8:30 p.m. Central European time. Please check that out. It's actually 1:30 p.m. Pacific time. Pardon me, I think. 11:30 a.m.
No other option really. I've got a jam. Defending, it's too strong to just defend. I don't have enough to just raise small.
Yeah, it'd be great to see George Danzer in action. Not something
Yeah.
you've seen yet, but
Every little pot counts at this stage.
Run It Once coach, World Series of Poker Player of the Year. He'll have a lot to offer. And Wei Zhang with another strong hand.
And some decent sized king kind of blocker hands here for Daniel and Liv.
It'd be great if he put him to another exam.
again.
Glad I said something nice about Jungle Man now.
Jungle's just
Yeah.
bitch slapping everyone
Like
around.
that.
I wonder if Wayne can find a cool flat here. It's not.
6-5, it's a good fold.
You don't.
Yeah, of course I missed some value on the turn. Excuse me.
Yeah, I guess he felt like on that. Oh no, Wayne.
What the fuck?
Wayne.
What the fuck, dude?
Wayne Zhang making aces look like aces.
I was in
Finding a
nothing,
way.
too. How did you do that? How did you fucking shove the first time and then 4-bet the second? Bizarre. And he fucking opens again. This is ridiculous.
Wayne Zhang playing the rush, playing the momentum,
Good for him.
Anthony Zeno style, and opening complete trash. Andrey.
Andrey with the very loose defend here with
Yeah.
the 4-7 off.
Yeah, definitely very loose compared to some other people's style of play. He can't. Obviously, it looks worse because he's absolutely dominated. But he was getting a good price, and he'll get out of the way now. And Wayne Zhang for the Hong Kong Stars, actually with close to the chip lead, level with Jungle Man, and great start to the second match for Wayne.
And a team that's really climbing the EurAsian standings again. They had that great performance last week from in week one, from both Nanonoko, and Raiden Khan. Raiden came in here, secured another 3 points for his franchise, so they're really in the thick of things when it comes to this division. And Wayne Zhang with a good start.
Yeah, and Fabrice is going to open the sixes here. And just looking slightly ahead, Max Pescatori is going to have a decision here with the ace queen. These two, I get the feeling, know each other quite well. Like two guys who've been playing on the circuit for well in over 10
Non
years.
vive la France with the GPL.
And the standard would be to shove here, but it'll be interesting to see what Max does. He picks
France v Italy.
a very small 3-bet sizing. That's been a trend in this game that we haven't seen in other matches. And Fabrice actually in a tough spot now with sixes against probably the range of hands Max is going to pick to do this with. Very small ball strategy.
Very, yeah, not what we're used to seeing.
Yeah, like interesting that
in the 100 rebuy.
Yeah, these hands play out completely different between these two guys of, let's be honest, a slightly different poker generation. And the tricky thing is now is, does Fabrice really know where he is in the hand? 2 checks may well indicate sixes is good.
Oh, one of you two got a bet on that card.
And the player's going to be amazed. Oh, Max gets there on the river, but obviously runs out a 4 flush. I wonder if Dan Cates reacts to this hand. Very unusual. But, I mean, that's the strength of the small ball. Like, these guys, I guess, they've avoided a flip there. Do you know what I mean?
For sure.
They've avoided a flip somehow, and Fabrice essentially lost the minimum.
No, they still actually flipped. They just decided to do it for way less money.
Yeah. Slow motion flip.
No way.
And we still saw a river. They just flipped for 4K and not 15, 16.
Liv desperately wanting to get to a flop with Queen Jack suited. And Andrey,
Fine.
probably the weakest hand he would jam, but just taking his equity pre-flop, shoving over Liv's open. And this, we spoke about it in the first game. This is the part of the game that's now going to play to Andrey's strength. He probably is most used to the short stack sort of formats.
Here's that first start. This is ridiculous.
Asso.
Beautiful reaction.
Come on, jungle. Asso. Should I slow roll him?
Yes.
Should I?
Yes.
Shall I wind up jungle?
Yes.
Computer
No,
is-
I
Please.
should actually
Yes.
just
Oh my
tank down a
God.
little bit. I don't
Some weird
have that
bug.
much time, but I do have 7 minutes to maybe make the
Clean
jungle
up or
sweat.
something. What does Liv have?
I don't know, jungle. It's a tough decision, you know. You've really got to think about these things. I mean, I've got
Putting
one
in the
ace.
test
I've
for
got like
all the
another
marbles.
ace. Okay.
Maybe she's.
Oh.
What?
Sorry.
I hope she
Okay,
loses
come on.
just for that slow roll.
I don't deserve this. I
Ace
don't deserve
is
this. I know I was a little bit of a slow roll,
so
but
stupid.
come on, it's Jungle Man. I was just trying to do it for the Twitch chat, so he goes nuts. Woo!
What the fuck? I run so fucking bad on these dumb
Just dodging.
things.
You didn't dodge my bullets, but I dodged yours, Jungle.
You didn't dodge my bullets, but I dodged your bullets.
Insult to injury here at the GPL.
What the fuck? I haven't won a single all-in, too. I don't want a single one.
Yeah, I know, right? I've actually stayed at their house before. For a sick brag. I just brought up the big guns there. Just dancing.
She's leading now.
Yeah, big swing.
Oh, poor Liv feels bad for slow rolling now. It was a
All
great
honesty,
spot.
Jungle is the person I would want to win the chips off because he's the best player at the table. He's awesome, but at the same time, he is so entertaining and he's such a nice guy. I don't advocate slow rolling for the record, by the way, people, unless it's in the GPL and it's against Jungle Man, in which case you should do it all the time because he knows it's out of love, you know.
Wayne
And
Zhang,
if it's me, by the way, you can slow roll me back. I fully deserve it.
and Wayne Zhang with another premium holding. Fabrice shoved on him last hand with the A7 offsuit. Sorry, with the A7 suited, picking up an even stronger hand, admittedly a slightly deeper stack. And I wouldn't blame Fabrice if he put it all in here. Wayne, obviously, we saw him open the A7 off earlier, so he does have weaker hands, obviously, than 2 kings. Fabrice was first out last time, remember? Wayne, don't click it back, mate. Come on, bruv. Just please do not click it back and give him a chance to fold or something. Wayne with a very strong holding. And I think when Fabrice picks this sizing, he really strengthens the range of hands Wayne puts it in with. Oh my god, he folded. Sick. Off the head.
Glad I did not.
Off the head
pick one
poker.
way.
Yeah, it's really interesting, isn't it?
Amazing, Fabrice. Fair play. I mean,
Either
you know,
always
I
has
could be a
it,
little bit critical
or
of
he
some of the
doesn't like
strategies
to
people employ,
All
but
right.
Fabrice
See if
showing why
someone has
he's
fucking
done so well.
pocket pair bigger than mine again.
Okay,
Easy shove.
Actually, there is a pocket pair better than him, but it's
Oh,
actually going
my-
to be folded.
What the fuck is this, honestly? I swear to God, they want to set me up just to tilt me. Alright.
This is best case
Okay.
scenario for Dan.
Will I win? I can't win one of these. I lost like 6 of these fucking things in a row.
Ducks fly together. Come on, give him. Liv would have made 3 of a kind.
And Max.
What is going on? So weird. Alright, fuck this bullshit. At least it's for no money. So stupid. I'm gonna look it up and it's gonna be fucking easy shove again. I don't even know why I looked it up.
And
GG Jungle Man out again for 0 points.
Like-
3 out of 4 games, he's gone out first.
And
This
like-
is unbelievable, mate. He is overrated. We got to get in these high stakes cash games. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's out 3 times out of 4. Maybe he's just rubbish. We've been misled. It says on my notes how good he is, but 3 out of 4 times, unbelievable.
I mean, he got 5th the other time too. Like,
Oh.
let's not split hairs either. Like,
Oh,
so not
dear.
a great start to the GPL career of the legend Jungle Man, as he fades away into the oblivion, a la Marty McFly's family.
Amazing stuff. Jungle Man out again in 5th. Fabrice Soulier as well. We didn't have time to talk about it because the Jungle only 3-bet folding and he's jack suited.
You loved it. I mean,
I
that's
mean,
that's what these sickos do. Have you
That's
seen it?
absurd.
It's happening a lot.
Mate,
Remember it happened to Simeo 3-handed.
Yeah, but
Whole
come
time
on.
they had kings.
But mate, he had like 16 bigs or something. I mean, isn't Wayne Zhang going to put in like, 8 sevens, like so many like hands?
Yeah, maybe, but like there's only a few of them.
I don't know, man.
I mean, it's not
Off
the way
the
it's not the way
head.
you and I play poker. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it's great.
Off
It's
the
great
head.
to watch.
Yeah, I mean Fabrice teaching us
He's
a
the
thing or
boss,
two.
man.
Yeah,
Like,
teaching
these
us a thing or
people,
two.
guys like Fabrice are so good at valuing their tournament life, and like they keep in, and then they get the really high equity spots later, and that's why he does so well on the circuit. Like, what live
Yeah,
events have we won other than like a free roll and just like a bubbling?
Mate,
in
you're
the
a
final
shark
table?
cage winner. Don't
No,
do
but
yourself
like you know
down.
what I mean though. These guys are next level for a reason. Like look how many scores a guy like Fabrice has. It's just like so indicative of like what makes
Yeah,
him such a
but-
boss. He's
I
just
mean,
better
come
than
on.
us.
Yeah.
Just come to terms with it.
Maybe.
Look at
Maybe.
this. We won
Maybe-
the Euro Finals of Poker in Paris in February 2001. Won Marchek Poker Open. He won the Grand Prix. He got second in the Europe Main in October. He won the 10K in Vienna. Like, he's just good. He's just good at tournament poker.
I mean,
He just is. You need to like. It's not variance. He's just doing stuff different, and he's his boss. He's
Off the head.
Fabrice Soulier.
live pro.
Did I mention you got third in the
Techers.
Pertus Tour in Maine to Selps, third in EPT Champion?
Yeah, but that was in 2010, bruv. It's a
Yeah,
different
what were
world
you
now.
doing then? Were you playing? I was playing. I wasn't winning those tournaments.
I mean, I just started playing.
Actually, I just started playing too. You're right. It's just a time thing. We are better than him, and we're definitely better than Jungle Man. Come on.
Mate, law of averages, you should get more than 3 points. I mean, off the head, you could put my mum in. She'd get she'd probably get 1/5 out of 4. I mean,
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
just by folding, you're gonna get a 5th. If you came in and folded every hand, you'd probably end up with the same amount of points as Jungle Man.
No, you would get more. You would have more. For sure, you would have more. Don't you think?
Yeah, that's probably
You
true.
just need to get 5th more than once,
I
or you
mean,
need to get 4th.
amazing stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's
what's up, Wayne? How's it going? We have Wayne Zhang in his bathroom, it looks like. He's not on the toilet, is he? I don't.
Oh, that would be,
I hope not.
I mean, they're just they just changed their name to the
Not in the
smokers and
restaurant.
shitters. Like,
And these guys check it down. Wayne Zhang in with 40K. Him and Liv Boeree, the 2-chip leaders here. I've seen some amazing sites. Fabrice Soulier with an amazing 3-bet pot fold. Jungle Man out again in 6th position.
Baby, do you want to make it? Don't disrespect the queen, buddy. That's respectful. That's fine. It's not too big. You can defend that.
And
It's a good flop.
Liv, another player that likes to take pot odds.
yeah. I mean, we saw the
Pretty
king
unlikely
tree.
you have a king, seeing as there's 2 of them out there. I have 2 pairs.
So not a great start for the Berlin Bears.
Berlin home game. Mate, Phillips lined up a great home game for himself, though. He's sorting it out so that he's in a great cash game 12 months from now. But then they're going to come. But they're going to come bottom of the league. So yeah,
Bill Perkins. It's a great move.
mate, just get your mates on board, have a little bit of a laugh.
Yeah.
I'm too worried about the 7.
Go on, Wayne. Fire again, Wayne. I want to be like, like Mike Sexton's voice, like, the only way you can win is to bet,
Do it.
He was trying to get me off an ace high.
It's actually not true. He could win
good.
by if she
Nice.
if he checked shoved, but she would never bet.
I mean, I think firing 2 there. I think you got to fire 3 or.
Gonna be a tough spot here for Max Pescatori. Certainly has a hand that could shove here. Definitely the bottom of what he would shove as far as aces are concerned. Ace Jack, I think he piles in most of the time. Ace 10, I would imagine seeing a fold here. Not wanting to bust 5th in this spot. I really don't mind the fold.
Yeah, I mean, we can see it would work. Andrey has played pretty solid, though. I mean, he's still opening a lot, probably every suited ace. So, I think a shove is justifiable, but deciding to opt for a tighter strategy. I wonder if we're going to see Liv open up here, because these guys. Oh, actually, she's got Fabrice acting after her. That's going to slow her down some.
Someone on Twitch has said, Liv is speaking some sexy language, and I'm listening to some dude babble. So one of us was babbling, and that language is, of course, English.
Fabrice can't really go jamming that light because he's too short and he's got a figure he doesn't have much fold equity. And it's a nice playable hand in position against Andrey. Yeah, I'm sure I should have opened that. Then again, maybe these 2 will dance instead, which is always good because then Fabrice might bust. Nope.
So with Jungleman exiting for 0 points, just to confirm, everyone here will get 1 point. Then it's 2 points for 4th, 3 points for 3rd, 5 points for 2nd, 7 points for the win.
And no points for Jungleman.
Yeah. And the last match was won by Andrey Pateychuk of the Moscow Wolverines. And Max Pescatori folding the ace-7 to Wayne's open.
5-handed. I mean, we can see that he has the best hands.
He can't fold that.
No? Well, he did. Shows you. This will be interesting to see if Zhang elects to call for the 10 bigs. He's obviously considering it, but certainly tough spot.
And Fabrice making a tight fold, and it's going to come to Max with King Jack on the button. Horrible spot for Wayne Zhang with ace-6 off.
Cannot call that.
Just a little too weak for
Max Pescatori, you'll live another day. But not for long, going to get you.
It's good to see Liv with some chips and in a good mood.
Yeah.
And Andrey coming in for an open. And I wonder how Fabrice will play this, whether he'll shove now or take a flop. Super sexy looking hand, Queen Jack suited. Obviously, Andrey's got him in bad shape. Wow, what a turn card. Fabrice turning an open-ended straight flush draw.
Against the top pair of Andrey.
I mean, do you think maybe you should just open shove that card, because
Fabrice might have an open and straight flush draw.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
yeah, I agree.
Just in case he's got like ace jack or like ace 9 or, and it's
Oh.
all in. Bricks off Fabrice, a huge draw, and he'll be really disappointed to only make 1 point over the 2 games. He has played really well, made one of the most unbelievable folds.
We lost to Fabrice.
Like second only to Davide Katai's fold.
Wow, this is going to be
Aviator.
a really tough
Fly
spot for
away.
Wei Zhang.
9-9.
Once he faces his 3-bet from Olivia.
This, I am going to... Hang on, how much was he? Yeah, 20 bigs. It's so strong though. I want to 3-bet it or jam. Get him to do something silly, maybe like ace-4. Let's do that.
And Wayne Zhang
Gonna have
with
a
2
real tough
sevens, opening the cutoff. I couldn't blame him if he shoved. It would be amazing if he could find a fold here. I think it's very, very
I
unlikely.
agree.
Go on.
Shove.
There
He's
we
all
go.
in.
Cool. Whew. Hold,
Wayne
hold,
needs
hold,
a
hold,
7.
hold.
Check.
Liv Boeree against the
Please
Hong
don't.
Kong holds.
Some,
Very interesting
Okay,
card
we're
now.
still winning.
9 high, the best hand.
Please don't shot.
oh,
Wow.
Are you serious?
Sick.
Seriously?
So sick. Five.
Come on.
very sick, as Wayne said. Unbelievable run
Very
out.
annoying.
And nice to see the Hong Kong
Got
Stars
the
getting a little
win.
bit of luck.
You Hong Kong people just living by the skin of your teeth, huh?
And by the way, that would have been huge. Liv Boeree would have had 70k. She would have had over half the chips in play, 3-handed, if that had been any river card, you know, that gave the nines the win, which was a whole host of the deck. And she's got to count herself very, very unfortunate. Andrey Pateychuk looking to take advantage of these guys.
Yeah, and Andrey just sort of slinking in here again. We haven't talked about it at all. He has,
Yeah.
he has the exact.
He just got
he's the
bashed
same-
up.
Yeah,
He just got literally bashed. Every time he opened, he got 3-bet by some junk hand, but he's still here. And where are those guys?
yeah, and not only think about it too. In the Ace Queen versus 2 flip, he won. 2 other pairs folded that both would have made sets. Like that's how good he's running. Like
yeah, well, Jungle Man can't win an all-in, basically, is that. These guys giving Max's button opens a lot of respect. Wayne folding.
Just a little too shitty to defend.
discipline fold there from Liv. Maybe
He's so short, so it's not like I can do much creative stuff with it.
adjusting a tiny bit after some really, really light defends in the first match. Do you think, even though the King 3 went well for her, defending on 8 big blinds or whatever it was, wasn't optimal, and then she defended against the 9 big blind under the gun open with 7-9. Maybe she's adjusting a little bit, realizing that her range is a bit too wide.
No, I think she's done work off the table on what her ranges should be. She's not going to adjust based on one thing. I think if it's an adjustment, it's just her perception of Max Pescatori.
Right. Okay, yeah, that's a very good point.
That he
Yeah.
is more
Yeah,
solid
Max
than
isn't
most players.
defending that much, actually. So
And actually, sometimes it's better to have a short stack where top pair, you're just good to go, whereas
that's a raise.
it's not quite the case with 6-4. Doesn't flop top pair, you know, as often as King Deuce, obviously. It goes without saying.
Liv on the offensive.
Are you guys liking the ever-changing lighting of my face? The sun is just
I just thought it was
Okay.
digging
natural.
around with me.
Check.
Ugh.
Be interesting to see if Liv elects to flat or shove here.
It's
A
gonna
lot of
be-
ICM pressure.
It's going to be a jam, you would think.
Standard thing is to jam here. I hate really going up against him with a big stack, but there's so much in the pot, and he's got to be playing pretty tight as well. I see him raise.
Liv Boeree putting it on people,
Yeah.
and Liv Boeree with momentum and everything going her way. Wayne Zhang relieved to find such a shovable hand on the button, and also as Andrey gets drawn into like the stacks even out, she's going to be even more in commanding position because, as you were saying, no one wants to bust. What it means is because if you bust, the other guys automatically move up. We call it ICM, independent chip modeling. You're forced to play a tight strategy.
We just got some news about Jungle Man. He has just been traded to the Las Vegas
I'm two
Moneymakers
options I
D-League
can
team
jam
for Jamie
or
Gold.
raise
Twitter
four.
confirmed. That was from Zach Poker, Zach K Poker on Twitch. Thank you for that, Zach. Good laugh.
Ooh, what's he doing here?
Please have a worse ace. All that. Okay, can I just win this time? Okay, that's good. Yes, thank you.
Spade,
No spade.
spade.
No spade.
Celebrate
Hold.
too early. Punish.
Hold,
8 of
hold.
spades.
Hold.
Don't you
8 of
do it,
spades.
Maximus.
Yes.
Max,
Arrivederci, Max Pescatori. Max Pescatori.
Max
Liv
changing up.
just-
Ciao.
Just
Grazie.
running over the table here. more than both of the other two players combined here.
It up. This is
More than half the
very
chips in play,
fun.
I would say.
Got one in. Okay.
And we should, I mean, obviously.
90,000.
Yeah, Liv loving it. Andrey Pateychuk also making the top 3.
It's over 90,000.
I think this is smart from Pateychuk to employ a limping strategy here.
Just limp. Check. That is a fun flop. I want to lead. Let's go.
Wow, the queen high float from Pateychuk here.
A
A lot of good turn cards for his hand. He obviously recognizes that. Liv repping, you know, an interesting bleed here by Liv. What do you think about this, Sam?
I think she must think Andrey's not very good to lead here. I
Yeah.
don't think if she was playing against
Bet again, you got to take it down.
someone really strong, I would imagine if you flop 2 pair there or a really strong hand, you're not going to lead. He's got all the strong hands on that board and all the slow plays. And Wayne Zhang,
Go on in.
wow, disciplined fold.
Should see a flop here. If Liv opts to
Just
limp or just raise.
Andrey,
Pateychuk not falling for it.
Damn it.
Yeah, and I think
No reason to bet.
Andrey's not going to jam as much as some
Probably
players.
still the best hand.
Treble, treble, treble. Come on, Andrey, you got to bet this. There we go. I mean, this might be a bit of a tell. He's leaving a set of so much.
He doesn't have any aces. He would have probably jammed him pre. He's most likely just gone 8. He's betting. So, at the top of my range, though, I think I have to call one more.
Go on, Andrey. Put it. You see, you should have. I would have preferred a slightly bigger bet. This is going to look very
Bets this and
polarizing
probably
if he
has a
goes.
candle.
Go on, Andrey. Do it.
Dog
then,
shit, or possibly a ribbed queen.
You've got to do it, Andrey. Jack 9 got there as well, mate.
It's tough. Just like, what is he putting on Liv on here to fold, I guess, an 8?
No, Andrey.
Ooh.
Come on, mate. You're Russian.
Thank you.
You made a
Fortunately,
national sport.
Yeah, well, he
of-
doesn't want to rush himself out the door.
Let's just come above. Liv Boeree picking up some hands. Ace King followed by Ace Jack.
And this is probably going to be a... Andrey just dodging.
Got to induce some action.
Obviously, he values his tournament life very highly.
Yeah.
That's perhaps something we're not taking into account.
He's guaranteed himself double-digit points here. You know, he's already locked up 10 and can get as many as 14. So, but Liv, really the story of this heat really showing.
Two, obviously, having to play ICM stuff.
You know, it's so easy to make.
Really, like a dream situation to be in when you have the chip lead and the other two are short stacked because no one can call really. And I should actually be opening my shoving range. Like I would have shoved that in the small blind, for example, because Andrey just has to call. He has to call pretty tight.
So Liv saying.
If he doubles, it's not a massive deal anyway.
And she is going to be shoving this hand as a result of what she just outlined. Oh my goodness.
I don't know how
she's playing
well
good.
where he knows. I've never played against him before. I know Andrey knows sit and go strategy, but I just don't know what way he plays like.
And Wayne getting a little
Maybe
piece of the board.
Shoving all the time.
I wonder if Wayne's going to feel obligated to call. No, makes a
Nice
great fold.
there.
Yeah, really good stuff from Wayne. Knew that probably if Andrey didn't have anything, he would probably attack the A-side board. Really strong read from Wayne Zhang.
Mm-hmm. We have
Have a all-in
great call
and a
from-
call. Liv Boeree, king high,
Oh,
good.
yes.
Andrey's going to need hearts, a queen or an 8.
really just playing a perfect
Good.
heat here. From
Very
Wolverine.
good. Decisive.
GG, Andrey.
Well done,
Strong performance. 1 win
Well played, Andrey.
and 1 third
He's
place.
He's very good.
10
Very good at
points for the Moscow Wolverines across 2 matches.
Should see a shove and a call here.
Yes.
Or a limp from Liv. Like it.
And Wayne Zhang in a bit of a free roll spot. You know, so similar stacks. He comes out, he's found his way in second position, and now, you know, no pressure on
This
him.
is
10
an
big
easy call.
blinds.
Here we go.
Good luck, us. All right, we got the best hand. Four, please.
Wayne Zhang needs a
A
king
lot of
or
good turn
nine.
cards here for Wayne.
Bricks.
Still got the best hand. Oh, we might be able to win.
Holds.
Woo!
Beautiful performance from
Nice.
Liv Boeree.
Good
First
work.
manager to win a heat.
Thanks, everybody. This was fun. I ran pretty hot, and that's nice. Thank you.
Brilliant performance there by Liv Boeree. I'm Griffin Benger. This is Sam Grafton. As far as, you know, one of those combinations of running good and playing good, I mean, I don't think we've seen a more perfectly played heat than we did Liv there. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, she ran good, but she took full advantage of the cards when they came her way. She obviously knows exactly what she's doing. You saw how confident she is with what hands to defend, how to play in post flop. Someone that studied the game, worked really hard on her hold'em skills, and it reaped a big reward today for her and the London Royals.
Yeah, and you know, there was a question I saw on Twitch towards the end of that. It said, when was the last time Liv won anything? Must be nice to be a hot girl in poker. Well, she just won a heat in the GPL, and she also won almost $500,000 back in August. So she's someone that's a great representative, not just as a poker player, but as for women in poker, and it's really nice to see that and to, you know, shut down a comment like that on the thing. You know, let's keep the misogyny out of it, guys. She's a great player, representative for London, and it's really nice to see.
Yeah, such strong. Well, she lets her poker do the talking. Obviously, she represents Poker Stars and does that ambassador role to great effect over so many years. But she's, you know, she's come to play in the GPL. She knows how strong a team she's got in the London Royals, and she's shown that she's going to be a strong contributing factor to their success in the coming season.
And raising for effective giving as well, involved in charity. So, you know, great ambassador for the game. We are going to head back to the lounge, I believe, after that great match. And we're actually going to have Liv. We have a surprise interview here with Liv after her big win. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of smiles. So let's send it to you, Laura.
Thank you very much, and congratulations there to the London Royals, picking up a much-needed 7 points. I believe we have the manager, Miss Liv Boeree, on Skype right now. Let's check. There she is. Congratulations, Liv. 7 points. You needed those 7 points. How are you feeling after that?
Not expecting that. So yeah, really chuffed. Good day for the Royals.
Liv, you become the first manager to win a heat. You're going to have bragging rights forever on the other 11 team managers.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take any bragging rights I can get. Like, there's a lot of banter between all the managers, as you can imagine. So yeah, if I can use this, then absolutely.
Are you going to be playing any more games in the coming weeks, do you think?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, with a team as strong as mine, it would be silly for me to really be putting myself in that much. Like, everybody's just so good. So I don't think you'll be seeing that much of me. That said, you know, I do like to play, and there are some formats, you know, like 6 max I'm pretty comfortable in. I want to work on my heads-up game before I play any heads-up matches, particularly when I've got such strong heads-up players on my team already.
Sorry.
Liv, I just want to go back to the draft quickly. I know we've had a few chats about it, but were you just giggling on the inside when you saw Vanessa Selp still there in the 2nd round, Chris Moorman in the 3rd round, Bonomo in the 4th round? It was such a perfect storm for you.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a dream come true. I was amazed like that Vanessa was still available. So she was an obvious choice for 2nd round, and yeah, Moorman perfect, Bonomo perfect. Like, yeah, I could not have been happier with the run out of it.
That was obviously the first game that you've played for the GPL. How much did you enjoy it?
How much I enjoy it? It was really fun. The first match was frustrating because it was like backwards, forwards. But no, I really loved it. I love the format. It's fun. It's fast paced. It took me a little bit of a while to sort of get used to being the fact that I'm sort of on camera, but it's very hard to remember to talk when like you don't know that you're on camera anymore. You kind of forget it. And I'm like, oh wait, there's thousands or so people watching me. I should probably be interacting a little bit. So yeah, it takes a little bit of warming up to, but it's really cool in terms of the actual gameplay itself. It's fun and it's furious, and that's what you want.
What about the fact that you can be in a league where it's okay to slow roll Jungle Man?
I mean, what kind of league where is it ever not okay to slow roll Jungle Man? Yeah, I mean, I love that it's encouraged, put it that way. I hope he doesn't take it too much to heart. You can't pass up opportunities like that. They don't come very often.
How much interaction are you having with the rest of your players sort of after the matches, during matches, that sort of thing?
A fair bit. We've got sort of chat streams on various media where we'll sort of talk about different things that's going on, who's playing next. Bit of smack talking, as you can imagine, even within the team, because we all know each other pretty well anyway. So it's an entertaining team, and so it's there's a lot of banter, put it that way.
You have the great Igor Kurganov playing heads up tomorrow
Yeah.
against George Danzer, an epic match, London and Paris.
Yeah.
Talk to us about Igor Kurganov. I know you know him very well, but what should we know about the lovely Igor?
What do you want to know about Igor? He's maybe I'm biased, but he's one of the best in the world MTTs, and his heads-up game is sick. Like him and I have started doing he's coaching me again on it, and I think you guys are going to be in for a real treat tomorrow. He's brilliant, and I've given him strict instructions to talk a lot.
How's the hair game for Igor? Because we know George is going to come up with some pretty spectacular hair tomorrow.
Well, yeah, they do. They have different kinds of hair. Like they both have similar length hair. It's just one is anti-gravity and one is pro-gravity. So it's this nice sort of juxtaposition of hairstyles. They there's more to them than their hair, but I think it's hard to focus on anything else but their hair.
And have you had any arguments with Igor yet over the GPL?
Oh yes. He already decided. He's like, well, I'm team captain, obviously. I was like, wait, no. Where did you get this from? And he's like, well, you drafted me first. I was like, so what? He's like, well, I live with you, and I clearly should be team captain. He just decided to name himself that, and I ran it by the rest of the team, and they were all like, well, no, I don't think so. I was like, see, that there is one manager. There is no need for a vice captain. But I guess he thinks of himself as that, and even sometimes manager. He definitely has a lot to say. But I will keep him in line.
Well, thank you so much for chatting with us. Liv Boeree there for the
Thanks,
London
guys.
Royals. Thanks. 7 points for the London Royals today
7
as
points.
well. Woohoo! And we had some great impressions from Liv. We had some Russian there at the end, spasiba, and we had some good Italian, Max Pescatori as well.
Which was great.
Maybe one of Igor tomorrow.
Sure.
Right, let's take a look at those standings. Where are the London Royals now? Well, after Liv Boeree there scored 7 points. That was match 22. Wayne Chang, 5 points there for Hong Kong Stars, and that will shorten the gap between the Aviators and the Hong Kong Stars. Andrey Pateychuk there with 3 points. Pescatori with 2, Fabrice Soulier there with 1 point for the Paris Aviators, and Dan Cates again with nothing.
Yeah, it's been a tough 6 max experience for the jungle. 10 big points for Pateychuk, and we'll see how that affects the standings, but 10 big points for the Wolverines today. Those are always important.
Right, let's take a look at the standings now for EurAsia. Paris Aviators, level pecking now with Hong Kong Stars.
Yeah, Paris gets the first place nod with 3 wins compared to Hong Kong's 2.
Moscow Wolverines there on 29 points thanks to Andrey Pateychuk. London Royals very happy there, 28 points, not too far behind, even place 1 now and place 2.
Yeah, definitely there. We had 2 teams that were ahead of the competition before tonight, Laura, but 2 matches in, and look at the difference here. There's now only a 3-point difference between London and Paris. I keep on mentioning the fact that London and LA are in good positions, given the extraordinary rosters they have. And look at London. Liv Boeree gets the big 7 points. They're only 3 points back of first. And would it not be a coincidence that George Danzer of Paris plays Igor Kurganov of London tomorrow? So first place could be on the line.
And indeed, good hair for both of those. I don't know what George Danza's hair's doing though at the moment.
We'll have to ask it tomorrow.
I'm very excited to find out. But don't forget, we have a whole host of more action from the Six Max coming your way. It is all about the Americas Conference coming up, and we've got another great lineup for you coming up then, and that is kicking off at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Very, very soon, we will be back here. Don't forget to send us all your questions, all your comments at GPL, #GPL, and we're going to be back with another great lineup for the Six Max from the Americas Conference then.
Can't get enough of the GPL? Head over to globalpokerleague.com for the most complete and up-to-date standings, schedule, stats, and information on your favorite team, as well as full-length match replays, highlights, and epic hands from all of our matches, and much, much more.